Hey, this is Brian from fitin.com, PHITIN.com, and this is the Daily B86. We're talking about how it's just a good thing to have friends. Hey, this is Brian here. And one thing that when you own your own business, when you're an entrepreneur, you're the leader, manager, whatever, it can get lonely running your business. It's because everybody's under you and you don't have people on the same level as you that you can talk to within your own, business structure. So being on top, it's great because you get all the benefits, you make all the decisions, but at the same time, it's a lonely position and you can get in that isolated mindset where you feel like you have nobody to lean on. And that's why it's really important that you have peers that are in the same position as you, or people that were in the same position as you, that you can bounce ideas off of, talk through, figure out what's going on, because you have a lot of decisions that you're going to have to make, and when you come from an isolated perspective, sometimes you lose the, I want to say humanity, but it's the wrong word, but you lose the touch sometimes of the member, and you speak strictly from a leadership position, which a lot of times is speaking within the know. You're speaking of experience, and you're forgetting what the people that are just starting out, what they're thinking about, what they care, what they need, what ideas they don't have really fully formed about what you do yet. And that's why it's good to have friends in the business that are going to remind you of that. You don't want to sit there and have high concept conversations all day long with yourself or other elitist people, but you want to talk to people that have done a very good job at expressing their ideas to the community. And we all have friends in the industry, but it's making sure that you have friends that are guys that are successful at what they do at specific aspects of the business or the business overall, and you're not creating a misery commisery circle. You don't want to have people that are struggling that you guys can sit around and pat each other on the back and feel good about the struggle. You want to work with people that have done really well and appreciate the struggle and understand it, are going to help you get through it, not keep you in it and wallowing in it. It's very important that you define your friends as positive and progressive mentalities so that you can become the same. People tend to behave as the people around them. And if you've got all these people around you that are not really going anywhere, take a good look at yourself. You're probably not going somewhere either. But if you have people that are striving and making gains in their life, that's a good reflection of who you are and where you are, because they wouldn't be hanging with you if your value system didn't match theirs. So you don't necessarily have to know people within even your own industry. You have to know people that are successful within the industries they are, because quite honestly, success is the same across the board. It's the same formula. It's natural talent. It's development of skills. It's being ego-free enough to bring in the right people, and it's having the ability to work hard. It doesn't matter what you're doing, it's all the same thing. So if you're running a fitness and martial arts business, it's good to know a diverse group of people that are going to be able to look at what you do and give you a sense of it from their perspective, so that you don't get lost in your own brain and you only speak to yourself. So again, having friends is very important. Having friends that are successful is even more important. So the people that are really not getting ahead in your life are people that I might delegate to, not as hardcore time commitments too, because they're just going to suck the life out of you and they're not going to really help you progress. So make sure that you strategically connect with people so that you can further your ideas, you can expand your viewpoint. It's always good to have multiple ideas running around, and it's always good to bounce your ideas off other people. But last warning on that is you don't want to bounce so much that you don't act. And if you're afraid to act, don't go looking for ideas. I find it's best to take action and then correct as you go versus waiting, because then you miss the opportunity or the idea floats away, goes somewhere else, and then you get stuck where you haven't really done anything. It was just another thing, whatever, and it becomes a negative. When you really want to create a positive is get momentum, get moving, and bring people in as you go, and then you can pivot and adjust. There's nothing wrong with that. So surround yourself with strong people. You've heard it a million times. I'm not telling you anything you don't know. So it's time to just go and do it.